Hello everyone, welcome back to the next session of our English classes. Here, I would like to acknowledge that yesterday we have seen the series of concepts like the organs of speech and the ways how the sounds of the English are being produced and what to concentrate regarding the vowel sounds are concerned and what to concentrate regarding the consonant sounds are concerned. And here we go. We done actually with Roman 2, which includes regarding the questions regarding the organs of speech, the articulators, etc. Today we are going to look into initially the consonants, the phonemic symbol. What is a phonemic symbol and why it is important to learn phonemic symbols in English. In front of you, you can see this tabular column, the words which are given in the middle column, and phonemic symbol towards your right. What you need to observe, a phonemic symbol is a symbol of a particular sound in a word in English. For example, you see the first one which is done for you already, cascade. The beginning sound is k and the phonemic symbol is K, started and also finished with a slant line. So do remember, whenever we write a phonemic symbol of a particular sound in English word, we have to start with a slant line and end up with a slant line too. And we are learning this concept today in order to attempt the first Roman in your examination paper 1, the structure of modern English. Look into the second word, machine. We have to say it as machine. I already mentioned to you yesterday. Please follow the pronunciations very carefully. And this symbol, a kind of a S, stretched S, is the sound for ch or sh. Look at the third one. How you can write month. What did I say yesterday? I have shown you a symbol like this, month. Or fun. F is an F which you have to put it the slant lines on either sides. And look into the next word which says garbage. So clearly you can see the highlighted word is B here and a simple B and a slant line on either sides. Common goes with M. Tailor goes with a T, slant lines on either side, etc. So you please go ahead and practice this page. If you have your textbook, practice in there where the space is given. And if you don't have a textbook, please note down these and practice, because this is the very first step of practicing the phonemic symbols. The reason why I am mentioning to you as the first step is because when you practice to write the phonemic symbol of one sound in a word in English, you can write for every sound in the particular word. Suppose here the word is given as cascade and only the beginning C is underlined and we are writing only one phonemic symbol for that. But in the exam it will not be asked for one sound. It will be asked for the whole paragraph or for the whole conversation or for the whole sentence, the set of sentences which are given. Definitely, if you are practicing first with one sound, you will be able to write for the other sounds also in the same word and for all the words in a particular paragraph. And yesterday, I missed to tell you, each Roman has two questions. There is option for you. And here also in the phonemic transcript, there will be a paragraph and also the conversation dialogues, or a paragraph and the set of sentences, and there will be an internal choice. Like you can choose either the paragraph or the set of sentences. Now what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to write the phonemic symbol of every sound in the word. Like how cascade is given here, the beginning C sounds and then the phonemic symbol looks like this K over here. Next is A. The phonemic symbol of A must be written. Next is S. The phonemic symbol is yes. Next is K. Again K comes. Next is A. It's not A, it's A. And then D. And there we end up. We write the second slant line as a closing slant line. We don't have a special phonemic symbol for this last E. Why? Because when we say the sound, that E is not sounding out, which means to say it is cascade. It is just cascade, not cascade E. So we are writing as E, but we are not saying it out. The phonemic symbols are written only for the said sounds of a particular word, whatever may be the spelling. Hope you understood. When you practice writing the phonemic symbols for all these words, then you will understand better. Coming to the next part of this unit, this is also under Unit 2, which comes for second Roman in your examinations. We are going to learn the things like what are the basic vowel sounds and consonant sounds. See, look here. I have underlined the key points already to make it easy for you. See, the sounds which are produced with an impact of the air passing through the mouth freely and continuously without any friction are called the vowel sounds. You can pause the video here at this point, note down this definition, or if you have the hard copy already, you can go ahead, underline and learn this definition, because any question connected to the vowel sounds, if you write this definition, that gives a good impression for the evaluator. The vowel sounds are those where the air, when we speak or when we say those sounds, the air passes freely without any friction. We have seen so many of them yesterday. A, E, A are the vowel sounds, correct? So any of these sounds, if you observe, there is no friction. Like how we say f, there is friction. V, there is friction. T, there is friction. T, there is friction. D, there is friction. Yes, but for A, E, A, there is no friction at all. So when we say the sound, if the air stream passes freely and smoothly and continuously without any friction, they are called vowel sounds. These are the examples given. Now, consonants, how are they described then? We have seen vowel sound, how the airstream decides whether a sound is a vowel or a consonant. Now, these are the description factors of the consonants. Say with me: airstream, state of glottis, the position of soft palate, the articulators, and the stricture. It's not structure. Observe carefully, it's stricture. Yes, these are the 5 things which decide that a particular definite sound belongs to consonant category. Let us see what this airstream mechanism is. Let us take 2 examples of the word which starts with, say, the letter S. Yes. Now come on, say with me, S, and put your palm in front of your mouth. S. In front of your nostrils, if you put your palm, or in front of your mouth when you put your palm, when you feel that warm air, it decides whether the sound belongs to the consonant category. So, to say in one word, all the speech sounds of English are produced with pulmonic aggressive airstream. Pulmonic, which belongs to the lungs. Aggressive, airstream, the current flow of the air. So, airstream mechanism is the first definer of a consonant sound. What about state of glottis? I have yesterday shown you a picture which shows glottis, the velum, the epiglottis, the upper roof of the tongue and the floor of the tongue, the teeth, the nasal cavity, and then the alveolar passage. Everything clearly I have shown in the previous videos class. If you have not gone through, please check out that video in order to get the basic. Now here, glottis up all the way here has the two vocal cords which are far away from each other, which the state of which we call it as glottis is open. When the two vocal cords are far away from each other, we say that the glottis is open. Then the sounds produced are voiceless. Remember like this. Vocal cords which are oval in shape in yesterday's diagram, if they are away, the glottis is open. Yes, and then the sounds produced are voiceless. Suppose, say with me, p, t, k, f, t. When you are saying, you can't feel any vibration at your Adam's apple. You know this is Adam's apple, right? No vibration here. That's the simple explanation for voiceless sounds. You need to remember this terminology very well. Coming to the second option, the vocal cords coming close to each other. They are held loosely, but they are coming close to each other, stating that the glottis is closed and the sounds are voiced. That means you could feel the vibration. Say with me the sounds like b, d, g, v, m, n. In all these sounds, you could see some vibration at your Adam's apple when you say. Such sounds are called voiced sounds. The key point here is voiced sounds and voiceless sounds. Glottis, open, vocal cords away from each other, voiceless sounds. No vibration at the Adam's apple. Glottis, closed, vocal cords close to each other but loosely held. Vibration at the Adam's apple, voiced sounds. Hope you understand. Try to remember. Very simple and easy. The third one is position of the soft palate. Up there, I have shown you the soft palate yesterday. At the back of the roof of the mouth. I would like to show it again. Yes. The soft palate. Back of the roof of the mouth. Here, based on the position of the soft palate, the consonants are also defined and described. Coming to the oral sounds and nasal sounds. When this particular factor of the soft palate is considered, there are two categories again, namely the oral sounds and the nasal sounds. Coming to the oral sounds, where the lungs which give out the air cannot enter the nasal cavity. See this picture. This is the air coming from the lungs and coming out through mouth. It is not entering into the nasal cavity because the soft palate has touched the back of the roof of the mouth. Suppose you say cat, at. The air from the lungs is coming out of your mouth. B, at, bat. Again the sound or the air is coming from the lungs through the mouth outside, not through the nasal cavities. So these sounds are called oral sounds. The very word oral, the mouth. Here we can see the other option as the Velic opening. See this picture now. See, there is a difference. The soft palate is lowered. It is not touching the back of the roof of the mouth. There you go. You got the point. When the air from the lungs comes through up there and the soft palate is down, it's lowered, then it does not find a way to enter into your oral cavity. So the only alternative is to enter into your nasal cavity, and that's how the air stream comes out through your nose. K, a, Mm. You observe that where the airstream comes out through your nose. Act. When you close your mouth, only the airstream is coming out through your nasal cavity. Sang. I have shown you a particular phonemic symbol for ng, yesterday. Hope you remember. So, we are done with the factors which decide a consonant to be a consonant. What are they? Airstream, state of glottis. We have seen about the voiced and voiceless here. Position of the soft palate. We have seen about the oral and the nasal. Very good. And next we are going to see articulators and stricture. Articulators, I gave enough explanation in the previous video where we have the passive articulators and active articulators whose position determines the sound to be decided as which category of consonant it be. Coming to stricture, simply to say the way how the air is modified into the speech sound is called stricture. Say with me, and it is easy to remember, of course. The way how the air is modified into a speech sound is called stricture. Suppose, say the words p in pale and f in fail. They both are produced in a quite different manner, isn't it? In p, the sound is suddenly released. Do you remember to which category it belongs to? Yesterday I have explained in 1.3. Yes, it belongs to plosives because there is a abrupt noise where the air is held up and released all of a sudden. That's where p comes under plosives, and f is a kind of a friction, the sound which is associated with the friction and noise and continuous vibration which you can feel when you say it. That's how the stricture has various kinds which we discussed yesterday, like plosives, affricates, nasals, orals, etc. And this is what you have to write if the question is asked as describe the various criteria in order to define a consonant. A very important question for Roman 2 in the question paper. Now quickly coming into the next important concept for your second Roman and also your third Roman. The three term labels for describing consonants. The question will be asked this way. Give the three term labels for the following phonemes. I repeat, give the three term labels for the following phonemes. Are you able to catch up with me? Yes. I am trying to simplify as much as I can. Now, you observe this particular alphabet or this particular consonant Z. Indians call it Z and in abroad we call it as Z. Take the consonant sound. I am mentioning now the sound. Z. Say with me. Z. When we consider this consonant sound Z and we have to label it under three terms, more than three terms we have to analyze, and out of them, the three important terminology we have to take out and we have to define this particular consonant sound as the so and so. Let us see ahead. All the five kinds of descriptive parameters which we have seen earlier, we are trying to analyze, taking this as an example. Consider the first one. What was the first one? Airstream. Yes, when we say zzz, it is aggressive. It is pulmonic. The air is coming out of your lungs. So it is pulmonic and aggressive. What is the state of glottis? What is the state of glottis? You have to check it here near your Adam's apple. Zzz. Could you feel the vibration? So it is voiced or voiceless? Voiced. vocal cords vibrate. So we call it as voiced. Now, state of soft palate, back at the roof of the mouth. Come on, try to say zzz. Is the sound going, or is the air current or air stream going through the mouth or through the nasal cavity? Through the mouth. So it is an oral sound, not the nasal sound. When we say, I repeat to you the discrimination between the nasal sound and the oral sound, which is very important basic concept for your understanding of these phonemes. Your air stream is released only through the nasal way. Whereas when you say zzz, the air stream is released out only through the mouth. So it is obviously an oral sound. Come on. The next one is active articulator or passive articulator. Which one is involved when we say the consonant sound zzz? The tip of the tongue is involved. Yes. Zzz. Teeth ridge is involved. Absolutely. So the active articulator is the tip of the tongue and the passive articulator is the teeth ridge. Do you remember the difference between active articulator and passive articulator which I explained in the previous class? If not, please refer back again. The stricture and the close approximation which we observe here when we see zzz, it is a fricative. The reference to this is there in the previous class. What do you call a fricative? What is an articulator? What is an plosive? All these things you can always go back in order to be strong in the basic concepts. Let's go back. Let's go ahead to the practice of the phonemic symbol. There are 14 marks in your hand once you are very much thorough with the phonemic symbol. Look here. The voiceless bilabial plosive is the category or the three-term label to which the p sound belongs to. How did we say that? Look at the symbol. We have seen the example of consonant Z right now, and a couple of these we will see right now. P. The phonemic symbol is a slash, a P, and a slash. Now, how do you say the three-term label for this? Is it P? Is there any vibration when you say P? No. So it is absolutely voiceless. Exactly. And when we say P, the two lips, the upper lip and also the lower lip, are involved when we say this consonant sound. So it comes under bilabial, two labial lips, involving lips. So it is voiceless and it is bilabial. And next is P. There is a holding back of the air and the sudden release. So it comes under plosive. Very good. So the three-term label which we can give to it is voiceless bilabial plosive. And in page number 1.3, yesterday I have shown you a tabular column. Refer to it in the previous video so that you will be able to answer and practice all these three-term label for these phonemic sounds. Stay tuned for the next class which we are going to discuss, and especially we are almost done with the second Roman, and in the next class we will finish up the second Roman, the second part, and then go ahead with first Roman. Thank you. Have a great day. Go an extra mile.